And to the right in her body, I see a door. I see a door that's to the right of her body. But I also see two chambers, one on top of each other. But there's a door on the bottom of the Sphinx's body, like where the the part is where the stomach is of the Sphinx. Okay? What I'm seeing is there's a door that goes down, and there's very, very long stairs that go down under the body of the Sphinx. There's four. There's four tunnels that go under the body. There's one that's very long, family. And this one that I'm seeing, and I seen this last time when I did this last year, this one that I'm seeing, it goes out to water. Okay? It leads out to water. But there's also three other doors. There's three on this side and three on this side. When you go down the stairs, and it's a long stairs, family, very long stairs. When you go down, I see three doors to the left. These doors look like they're heading towards the pyramid. Like there's a connection between the pyramid and these doors. Or there's a temple hallway through there. That's what I'm seeing. And they connect to each one of the pyramids. Those long stairs connect to another. And I'm going to say like this. I see, for those who don't believe, it's your goddamn problem. I see that water connects to a city of Atlantis. When you go down, it's a very, very long tunnel. I'm talking about at least miles long, family. And when you go down into that tunnel, now this is at the bottom of the Sphinx's body, okay? When you go down, there's a door. First of all, there's a long door that I see in the middle of the body, okay? And when you open that door, it takes you down to a long tunnel. But when you go down into that tunnel, there's three doors on this side. I see three doors on this side. Three doors on the left side go to the pyramids, okay? They go through the pyramids, okay? But I'm going to tell you all something. The three doors on the right, when you go down into the down the bottom, the three doors on the right, there's some very, very sacred information. These look like they're rooms. One of the rooms, 1, 2, 3. One of the rooms look like there's another tunnel that connects to them. Let me tell you all something. There's water coming. There's water under that Sphinx. There's water. There's a connection to water under that Sphinx. I'm telling you all. But I see on that little door, on that other door on the right side with the three doors, this leads out to other places around this United States of America. That's what Spirit is showing me. This other door leads to many other places, okay? The other two doors, I see rooms, huge rooms, okay? With nothing but information. It's like books I see in there. There's a lot of sacred information in these two rooms over here. Now, if we go back up through the body of the Sphinx and we go to the right, there's another room full of information. And this is ancient information, family. Spirit is also showing me in the three rooms on the left, that big room that's next to the little one, there's a lot of gold in there, a lot of ancient artifacts in there that are pure gold. They're showing me some bodies of some sarcophagus. And let me tell y'all something. These are some of the great pharaohs that's in this second room under the Sphinx. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're showing me a line of pharaohs that's lined up against the wall. And wow. I see some of the ancient... Ooh. It's just a line, family. It's brilliant. If you can see what I can see, it's like a line of these, all these golden caskets, just a sarcophagus standing. They're standing against the wall, and there's a lot of them. And these were some of the great pharaohs. Let me tell you all something. Through the stairs, downstairs, under the Sphinx's belly, the long tunnel that I said connected to the water, okay? The long tunnel that connected to the water, there's some type of beings. And I can't see if they're human, I can't see if they're alien, but there's beings that come through. They come through that tunnel. And man knows about this, okay? They know about this tunnel. It's a very long tunnel, like I said, miles long. And it ends up into water. And I see, and like I said, they keep showing me this is Atlantis. This is water. It has not gone anywhere. This is an underwater city. And city is still existent. The city still has beings under there. And these are water beings. I see beings that come from the cosmos. They come down into the water. And they come through that tunnel. Oh, man knows about this. They know about this right here. There's also, in the pores of the Sphinx, I keep seeing something hidden there in the pores of the Sphinx. They appear to be hollow on the outside, but no, they're not. There's something inside of the pores of the Sphinx. I keep seeing these two doors. And the two doors they're blocking like the pores. And this is huge. You can't see what I'm saying, but it's huge. So from when you go down into the body of the Sphinx, you're on the belly. Right there, if you turn facing the face of the Sphinx, when you turn, what you see is the pores. Well, there's two doors there. There's one in this pore, one in that pore. There's two doors there. Oh, and there's a lot of information in there too, family. I see stacks and stacks and stacks of information. I'm seeing some high-tech lasers in there. They got some high-tech stuff that we ain't seen before. I'm seeing inside of these pores of the Sphinx. And I'm talking about high-tech stuff, like I said, we ain't seen before. In the back of the Sphinx, if you walk over the door I told you about, and you go to the back of the Sphinx, wow, it's amazing. I'm in the butt of the Sphinx, and I'm going back to where the behind of the Sphinx is at. And let me tell y'all something. It looks scary as hell. It's dark back there, but there's some doors back there too. And what I'm seeing is these stairs that go up and then down. And this is in the back and the behind of the Sphinx. Oh, they knew what they was doing with this one right here. That's why I told you all this. I told you all, the Sphinx is the overseer of this earth. Any questions, family? I got to take a rest for a minute. You know, kind of get your eyes when you're scrying into, things, especially, the Sphinx. Any questions?
scared. Star Power Blue.
Well, I'm not scared.
They're guiding me.
They're guiding me. It's like they're allowing me to go inside and see. As I always say, I know I'm an ancient one. So they're allowing me to go inside and see what's in there. Okay? But what was kind of scary, and not that I'm scared, but what would look scary, if you was to see what I can see, when you're going to the back of the behind of the Sphinx, you know what I mean? Behind there, it was sort of like a dark tunnel. Okay, it got dark, and then when you go up the stairs and then you come back down the stairs, it's very dark, and that's kind of scary. It's sort of like they're giving me this huge, like this. How can I put it? Like if you're standing, like I don't know. For those of you in New York, you know how you ever been through the Lincoln Tunnel, and it's just long.
John Dean says, does it connect with any other places besides America?
Yes, it connects with other parts of the world as well. And it's just not the Sphinx, the ley lines. They're all connected. Everything's connected. They connect with other parts of the world. Yes, they do. Like I said, the Sphinx is the overseer of the earth. So the Sphinx oversees everything on this earth. They don't want to tell you that, but that's what Spirit showed me. The Sphinx sees everything on this earth. The Sphinx is the overseer. Do I think the Anunnaki is coming back? I think the Anunnaki already is here. I think they're here already. And I think they're watching. They're not ready to let the world see them. People won't be able to deal with it right now, but some are able to see them. I know a few people who told me the Anunnaki was in their homes. Yeah.
So I'm going to appear again in Africa.
Is who going to appear in Africa?
I guess they're talking about the Anunnaki.
Anunnakis all over the place. What did Mr. Amazing say?
Do the Atlanteans come to pass between the here and Atlantis? I don't know what he means by it.
Explain your question again, Mr. Amazing. Be a little bit more technical. Ascending Master says, I sense them. I sense them too. It's funny, family, because years ago, if you look on YouTube, I have some songs. Can you go back and see when it was built? Okay, John, I'll do that in a second.
Do they come here and go back? Mr. Amazing.
Let me tell you something, Mr. Amazing. These beings have technology beyond our comprehension. Okay? Beyond our comprehension. See, man thinks they're so goddamn. They think they're so, you know what I mean? Superior. No. These beings got some technology for your ass. And I'm going to tell you how I know. A couple years ago, I told everybody, because I was watching a documentary on the Sphinx, you know what I mean? And how, they were talking about how the pyramids were built. First of all, it's common sense. If you know that the actual city or Cairo used to be a stone city, okay? But if you use your logical sense, first of all, the people back then were giants, okay? They were giants. They were not little people like us. They were giants, for one. For two, if you look at the precision of how these were built, they said it was built so perfectly that they couldn't get a razor blade through it. Now, with saying that, logically thinking, family, what does that tell you? So I said, you know what? Spirit showed me that they actually use high-tech laser to carve out the pyramids and the Sphinx, okay? 2 weeks later, they had some people going down doing some excavating in Kemet, and they found the chamber with high-tech laser. That just gave me confirmation that I was right, because I seen that, okay? And it makes logical sense, okay? What's the other question? Somebody else said something?
No, she just said sometimes I hear strange sounds and they're not human. I always hear them high frequency sounds.
We got to be a fool if we think that we're the only ones on this earth. I don't. That's what gets me. You know what I mean? And I honestly believe that each being is made up of their own elements of their planets. I swear I do. You know what I mean? I say I came from Saturn, but the point is, every being is not made up of the same thing.
Have you ever seen a crop circle appear right after the eclipse?
You know what's funny? No, I haven't seen that. But I will say this. the ancients, as I was saying earlier, I do music, family, and for those who know me, know that I did a song, a CD called Cosmic Forces, and they gave me many songs to sing. Well, one of the songs they told me to sing was called Welcome to Venus, okay? But when I was singing, they told me this, I was at my shrine at 4 o'clock in the morning, and the ancient said, sing it backwards. I'm talking about the ancient, these right here, the ancients right here, said sing it backwards. So I said, okay. So when I sang it backwards, it was Ima Klusu Nib, right? And then I had to say my spiritual name backwards. And when I did, my daughter said, Mommy, it sounds like you're speaking the language from the mummy. So I went and put on the movie The Mummy. And then after that, in my song, I began to sing it, and I swear they were singing straight through me. But what was crazy about it is because after that, they kept giving me words to say. They kept giving me things to say. I got 2 songs where I'm actually speaking the ancient language, and I don't know what the hell I'm saying. One of them, I did call a friend of mine who actually speaks the language, and he said, what you're saying in that tongue is that you're the bringer of light, and it blew my mind. Okay, but we're saying that. What was the question again? I'm sorry.
No, he asked, have you ever seen the crop circle that appeared?
Okay, back to the crop circle. I'm sorry, I got off a track. They actually had given me an image to draw, and if you all see my Wunam image, okay, it was crazy because they told me to draw this image of universes within universes, pyramids as above, so below, with the Kundalini rising, okay, and the Ma'at symbol on the top. Then a couple of months later, that crop circle popped up somewhere over in England. So I knew it was on point what they were telling me and what they were telling me to do. All right, so now, what was John D's question again? We're going to go back in for a minute, and we're going to see what we see.
He said, can you tell when it was built?
What are they saying? When are they saying it was built? Like what?
No, he just want to know.
No, but look that up for me so I can go back and speak to her and see. So she can tell me.
When was the Sphinx built? They say around 2500 BC.
How many years ago?
Nobody really knows. There's been conflicting evidence of when it was built.
John D, what Spirit is telling me and what I'm hearing is that the Sphinx been here longer than 2500 BC, almost a million or more years. As a matter of fact, what they're telling me is the Sphinx was built before the pyramids of Giza.
They only lie about that because of the Africans being there.
Right. But it was the Sphinx been here a very long time, and actually, again, the Sphinx was built to be the overseer of this earth. Okay, the Sphinx is over a million and something years old. Okay,
They say it's 4,500 years old.
No, the Sphinx is over a million years old. And it's the oldest statue that there is on this planet Earth. And another thing, family, watching stuff, they said at one time, the Sphinx looked different. It had a lion head during the Leo age or whatever, okay? And then during a certain era, I think it was who was it that's supposed to, I think it was Ramesses, if I'm not mistaken, correct, or Khafre, who actually supposedly they're saying is the head of Khafre. So I guess it was him who supposedly had changed the face, but nope. Like I said, if you look at the face of the Sphinx, it's an African woman, okay? And the original name, again, is Hara okay? And she was placed to be the overseer of the earth.
Somebody, Roman Mary says, "Do you think the government has knowledge what is hidden there?" You said that, yeah. You said yeah. When you was looking in it.
They know. You know why they know? For the simple fact that, remember, we're in the 2,500, 920 year transformation. We're at the beginning of the end. And it gets a little deeper than that, family, because if you actually measure the height of the pyramids, and that's another story I'm writing in my book, but if you measure the height of the pyramids, they're the height of exactly the time that we're in right now. Okay? Now, what we got to understand, there's information inside the body of the Sphinx. And they're holding on because they knew that this day was going to come. We are now in the age of Aquarius, the age of air, the age of water, okay? There's a lot more information that they have hidden, and they know what's getting ready to take place. They know that there's alien life. They know that there's water that connects to Atlantis. They know that there's, parts of the Sphinx that connect under there, even some of the under the pyramids of Giza, okay? So with saying that, they know there's government got some, you know what I mean? And not only that, they even worship some of the ancient ones, such as the Eye of Ra. You know what I mean? They know. But see, they don't know that people like me can scry into it and then see. But like I said, in one of them chambers, I seen a whole bunch of sarcophagus. I mean, lined up against the wall, was on the left side. You see what I'm saying? And then I see a lot of ancient artifacts, like some really sacred stuff that we haven't even seen yet. You know, they always want to take our ancestor King Tut, King Akhenaten, and what is it, King Tut? Yeah, King Tut, and want to show him off. But no, there's more. And Akhenaten. Let me tell y'all something. There's more inside of that Sphinx. There's so much more that we haven't seen yet. We haven't seen yet. You know what? Yes, the government knows. They know. They know. And they know that that body of the Sphinx goes many, many places on this planet. They know.
Ascended Master says we're missing a lot. We're missing lost civilizations of history.
But let me just say this to you. It's okay. As I always say, they could have destroyed every monument on this earth. But it's in your DNA. The DNA is what? Information. And there's some information in that Sphinx about your DNA too. Okay? There's some information up in there. That's what I'm saying. So that's what Spirit is showing me. There's some information up in that Sphinx. And they know. They know how we was created. They know all of it. It's all hidden in there.
Information about our DNA, is that why they're doing so much human trafficking on the black organs? On the African organs and the black organs?
That's more present day. I mean, it's a little bit more present day. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, they know. They know. And then you have to remember the Greeks try to steal the history and do what they did. You know what I mean? You're talking about a people of brilliancy. And you're talking about, like I said, they were giants back then. I don't care what nobody say. They were giants back then. Trust me. They were larger people. And remember, we're in a transformation now. We're going through an evolutionary process. The DNA is reactivating, not activating. Don't let people tell you that. Because you have to remember, during the ages of Cancer and Pisces, the DNA began to shut down. And it was like 2 strands by 2 strands, the DNA began to shut down. So when we were going through those ages, they had to shut it down. Whoever created us, whatever beings, whatever you want to call them, aliens or whatever who created us, I'll just say this to you all. What we got to understand is they created a beautiful thing, the human body, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, we ain't seen nothing yet. And this is what this age is about. Transformation, evolutionary process. The human being is going to the next level of their transformation, which is spirituality. You see what I'm saying? See? Yes, there are giants in the wall of Kemet. So, we're saying that, family. That's pretty much it.
He said, John Dean says, was there some strange experiments taking place in the jungles of the Yucatan?
Was there some strange
experiments taking place in the jungles of the Yucatan?
I heard about that, John, and yes, there was. Yes, there was. I heard about that. I think I was watching something. It was years ago, but yes, there was strange experiments going on. They know. A lot of the stuff is hidden in that Sphinx. A lot of the stuff was hidden in that Sphinx. There was some experiments going, some serious experiments going on. All right, family. I'll take 1 or 2 more questions and I'm out of here.
We advertise for free.
Hmm?
You advertise for free.
What?
You advertise it for free.
What? Oh, that's okay. I got to keep my mouth dry, you know what I mean? We don't have any more questions, so on that note, we're going to go ahead and end out because I got to get some rest. But thank you for tuning in, family. And if you all want me to talk about something, or, you know, if you want me to, you know, because I'm spiritual first, do something in reference to, you know, maybe next time, when we come on next week, maybe Sunday, we'll do some ancestral readings. We'll communicate with one of your ancestors. Don't come in here asking about 10, okay? So, you know what we'll do Sunday night? We're going to do ancestral readings where, you know, we'll communicate with your relative or somebody that you know that has transitioned and you want to communicate with. In the Western world, you all call it mediumship. I don't like that word. In Africa, we call it ancestral, you know, seeing. You know what I mean? Our body changes too. I know I'm changing. Yeah, you can tell. You can feel that. You can feel the difference. You can feel it. But like I was saying earlier, they could have destroyed every monument. It's still in our DNA. As the ancient ancestors, the ancient Kemetic ancestors said, they said, we shall rise in the West. And as you can see, we're rising. And let me tell you what's interesting, family. If you look at the ancient ones, okay, and if you go on the walls of Kemet, you see the 2 earrings. They were wearing this in ancient times, okay. You see all the bling bling that you all wear with the jewelry. They were wearing this in ancient times. You see this. Oops, I almost dropped my statue, goddamn. You see this pointy beard? Do you all remember the guys walking around like this not too long ago with pointy beards and locks in their hair? This is us again, the ancient ones coming back. Okay, because I remember for a while they had the pointy beards, but if you look on the walls of Kemet, they wore wigs back then. Okay,
They even had waves brushed down.
they had waves. It's like, you know, it's all over again. We are here. We're the ancient ones. Okay, go look on the walls. Go scry in the walls and, you know, on the pictures. Okay, and you'll see. But it was amazing because all the guys started wearing 2 earrings, and everybody started saying, that's gay, that's gay. Nope, the ancient ones are rising. Ancient ones are rising. Like I said, they had